Good morning, friends. Welcome to Everyday Faith, Day 5. My name is Rachel, and I really like this one today, so let's get going. Day 5, from Psalm 32:3. When I refused to confess my sin, my body wasted away, and I groaned all day long. So it goes on to talk about how sometimes anxiety is not our biggest problem. Our biggest problem is actually our response to that anxiety. So kind of how we cope with it or how we manage it. And early in my 20s, when before I was really diagnosed and I knew that something was wrong in all my anxiety, I had a lot of issues with alcohol and eating disorders, sleep. Some days I just didn't want to get out of bed. I was also one of those busyaholics where I had like 3 different jobs and I was going to school, and I just never wanted to slow down because when I slowed down, the anxiety was actually worse. So substances aren't the only thing that you can numb. I don't want you to think, you have to be like an alcoholic or a druggie to have an issue with trying to numb your anxiety. You can do it by other ways, like staying busy or maybe just binge watching a lot of TV for one weekend. There's really unhealthy ways that we deal with this, and it's really sad because a lot of those can be sinful and can separate you, from God. So it encourages you to write down kind of how you are coping with God, with your anxiety, and if they are sinful or if they are not, or healthy or unhealthy is a good way to look at it. So I just wanted to tell you too, one of the things that I've read, I don't know if you know who Brene Brown is, but she's one of my favorite authors. And in this book, she talks a little bit about numbing, and she talks mostly about your feelings of vulnerability and anxiety and shame. And I thought it was really relevant, so I'm going to read you just one sentence. It's real short. It says, "We can't selectively numb emotions. Numbing the dark means you also numb the light." And I highlighted it because it just spoke so much to me, because it's true. When you try to block out and numb the bad, you don't realize that you're also blocking out and numbing good. You can't selectively turn those things on and off. So just make sure that your coping mechanisms are healthy, and that you've got your resources, an action plan, if you will, to fight the anxiety instead of kind of going to those old crutches of trying to numb it and just make it go away. So that's I pray for you all today that you have healthy coping mechanisms, because coming from the girl that suffered from a lot of unhealthy ones, it's not a pretty place to be in. So that's day 5. I hope you all have a blessed day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.